Okay, welcome back. This is James Possible, and today's been an interesting day. Uh, I spent a long time working on myself, like many people. Growing up wasn't easy for me, and my perspective in life uh, was a bit twisted because of those things that I experienced when I was young. And it doesn't matter what they are. Most of us, have had those experiences in our youth that have impacted us in our life as adults. And the difficulty is that it's so easy to get caught up in being busy and in doing all the things in life that we feel that an adult's supposed to do, right? Get the job, do the job, have the children, rear the children, take care of the children first, all those things. And somewhere along the line, as adults, we put ourselves on the back burner. We take a back seat, and we let the world, we let life drive for us, where we let the decisions of others determine the outcome of our life. And we're so distracted and so busy, so caught up in our toleration, all the things that we just know we can't deal with because we have so many other things to deal with that are more important now, that we just get buried. And then we have those wonderful things that happen in life, right? The car breaks down, new set of tires, the washing machine breaks. And if you don't have a washing machine, that means that you have to go to the laundromat to wash your clothes and dry your clothes. And that's time out of your busy day. That's time away from the things that you want to do. And, so where am I going with this? I was reminded today because I was on a call and I was sharing with some people some thoughts about things, and I realized that I've been caught up in being busy, and I've been caught up in the fear of not making enough money to make ends meet, right? I've been caught up in the fear of not having enough. And the thing is, that is paralyzing. When you get that in your mind, you stop thinking. You stop seeing possibility. You stop considering options. At least I know for me that was true. My mind wasn't as flexible as it normally would be, because I had all this noise, this fear, and this hectic and frantic experience of, how I'm going to pay this bill, how I'm going to pay that bill, what next? And somehow it keeps working. And that's the crazy thing. And I think maybe that's the thing that traps so many people, right? We're able to keep it working. We're able to keep the balls balanced, and keep them moving as we juggle our life. But we forget when we get in this groove, this cycle, everything's working, we forget that so many of those pieces we don't control. You or I don't have a say in what happens. It's like the flat tire. It's like a car wreck. There are so many things that happen in life, and we don't have control over those things. And those things can absolutely change somebody's life in a moment. So, are there scams? Yeah, there are scams in life. Are there risks? Yes, there are risks. But there's risk in not doing anything. And doing the same thing over and over again, working and grinding yourself until you get to an age where you can no longer work. Let me ask you, how's that going to work for you? If you're struggling right now in your life today, what's it going to be like 10 years from now? What's it going to be like 20 years from now if you keep doing the same thing? I don't know. For me, that's a scary thought. And what prompted this? Well, it's been a long journey for me to get my head flipped around when it comes to money. I used to be horrible with money. And I'm so much better today with money than I used to be. Don't get me wrong, I still have a lot of work to do, and that's fine because that's life. There's always something to learn. There's always another step you can take, and that's just how life is, and that's okay. That's okay. It's just when you lose hope, then life becomes scary. And I shared this thought today, and there was a comment on the Facebook post, and let me pull that up real quick, and I'm going to share it with you. Okay. Okay. So back to hope, and how when you or I lose hope, how it's just devastating, right? Because we get caught up in a grind, and the grind is fine if you have a direction, if you have a place that you're headed, you have a purpose, an intent. But if it's just survival, the grind is gonna rob you of all your joy. If it's just about survival, and survival is not enough. I said it, and if you're caught up in that, gratitude is such a key thing. No matter what's happening in your life, if you can slow down, catch your breath, and just take a moment for yourself. And when you take a moment for yourself, you've got to realize that everybody in your life is going to benefit from you taking a moment out of your crazy schedule, your crazy life for yourself. When you do that for yourself, you give others permission to do the same thing. And so I'm going to share with you that gratitude is such a powerful way to step out of that and breathe. Deep, slow breaths. So here's what I shared, and I hope this means something to you, because it it means so much to me. Gratitude feeds hope. It stimulates possibility and it inspires action. Think about that. Think about how you are when you're grateful or thankful or appreciative of something. Think about how you feel, your physical experience of yourself, and how your perspective of life just changes in that moment. And that's because of gratitude. Again, gratitude, it feeds hope, stimulates possibility, and inspires action, right? When you're in a hopeful place, the choices and the actions you make are going to look to the future. Because when you're hopeful, your dream speaks for you. When you're hopeful, you see possibility. You see opportunity. When you're in fear, though, the actions you take are not forward-looking. They're not about possibility. The actions you take are about surviving, about being safe, about protecting yourself. And when you're in that frame of mind, the decisions you make, opportunities that are real become invisible. So remember, when you're stuck in that place, it doesn't feel good. It's where you're filled with angst and maybe frustrated, or maybe at the end of your rope, and you come home at the end of the day, a long day, a hard day, and you're just out of breath. And you can barely go to sleep because you're just so stressed. Remember, step one, catch your breath. Slow down. Take a few deep breaths. Slow, deep breaths. You know, you have to just kind of shake it off. And then find gratitude. Find appreciation. Look back through your day. What were the things that brought you joy? Even if you were too busy to notice them at the time. Slow yourself down and give yourself a chance to recall those moments. And consider those things. Was it a person? Was it your work? Was it a phone call? Was it something you read? What was it? Was it an experience? Was it just realizing that you're alive? And you've had another day to enjoy and appreciate the people in your life. Or were you so caught up in survival that wasn't a thought in your mind? So I say all this because I was so afraid to say to you or share with you that I'm investing in gold. I'm buying cryptocurrencies, and I'm doing it through a company called Carrot Parts. I was really afraid to share that. And today, I received some of my gold. I did a video on that. I'll put that video in the link, the open box reveal. This is 1 gram of gold. All of this right here is another gram of gold. 4/10 of a gram, 2/10 of a gram. Each of these other ones are 1 gram. These, in all, it's a gram. And there's an opportunity here. No matter no matter how you choose to do it, and the opportunity doesn't. I'm not a factor in that. You can buy as much coin as you want, as much gold as you want, and but I really just want to say that while there's so many, there are the haters out there, and you just think about everything out there. If you don't have haters, if you don't have people saying it's a scam, then you really don't have much happening. The bigger you are in the world, the more haters you're going to have. Haters just hate. And you know, when you're in that place of fear, when you're in that place of angst, when you're in that place where your hope is just gone, you know, there's little else you can do, right? Because there's a lot of resentment. And you may not always be able to point at where that resentment's coming from. But it's a hectic, crazy schedule in your life where you don't have time for yourself, let alone time for other people. You're just barely making it through the day to do everything you need to do. I learned a long time ago that you got to make time for yourself. It doesn't matter if it's 30 seconds, 60 seconds, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, whatever it is, even if it's small, if you start to make that a habit in your life will absolutely change. I know it. I've lived it. And now I'm working on financially. That's the thing. I'm working on financially changing my life. See, until you get past the idea of survival, the fear of survival, until you get past that, you're not going to be able to think about money in a way that makes sense. You're not going to be able to attract money, grow your money, manage your money in a way that creates an opportunity for you in the future. So I hope that something in this video gives you the ability to experience a different kind of day, a different kind of life. This is just me reminding you and maybe even shaking you that, look, life is not about survival. When you're stuck in survival, you're living by everybody else's rules. And I'm asking you, what about your rules? What have you given up to be where you are? And the question is, why did you give it up? So remember, take some time out for your good self. I don't care if it's 30 seconds. If it's 30 seconds, great. Catch your breath. Take a few deep breaths. And then focus and recall something that makes you happy. Recall something that brings you joy. Something that you're thankful for. Something that you're appreciative of. Something that you have, that you're grateful for. Find that gratitude. Find that appreciation. And you're going to find joy. You're going to find happiness inside you. Because none of that's outside. It's all in here. Your future is wrapped in gratitude. Your future is wrapped in joy and happiness. Your future is never wrapped in survival. Survival is living in fear. This is James Possible. I hope this video gave you some value. I had a great reminder for myself today, and I wanted to make sure I shared it. So thank you for joining me. I look forward to sharing more. Of course, I'm going to. And just remember, your choices, your actions, it's up to you to choose the life you want to live. You have to make those choices. You have to take those actions. Until next time, be well. Take care. James Possible. Goodbye for now.